Hey, good morning, everybody. Let's talk today about the single one factor that holds 90% of us back from seeing the results or progress that we should in the gym. It's one of the easiest things to fix. I'm going to tell you, everyone complains about it, but ultimately you have control of yourself and what you put in your mouth. And this number one thing is protein. Okay, so every fitness professional, they're all going to tell you you've got to get enough protein. And you'll say, well, I had some chicken with lunch and I had a steak with dinner. That's protein. And you're right, it is protein. But again, like my old analogy, when you tell your money guy, I want to save $1 million cash in the bank in the next 5 years, and he tells you, okay, cool, spend less, save more. That's your plan. That's a crappy plan. That's not going to work. So you need to know some specific details, and that's what I want to do today is help shed some light on those details. So like I said, protein is the single biggest factor in making a successful training program pay off. Carbs are also very important too. But we've got 3 macronutrients. There's proteins, there's carbs, and there's fat. Okay, so most people are not over consuming protein. That's not where they're getting too many calories. They're not having 2 pounds of chicken or steak or fish a day, which is what a lot of larger men require. Women, a pound. They're not eating that. The other nutrient is carbs. You're not eating 3 baked potatoes or 4 cups of rice. So if we're not eating that much of the good foods we need, how are we getting the calories that keep us fat? It's simple. The last nutrient's fat. The world serves us fat. It's delicious, it's cheap, it makes us full, but it also is too dense in calories and contributes to high body weight. It's not to say you need to cut it out because it's very important for your health. It's vital. But keeping the fat intake to a decent level between 30 and 50 grams for women and men 50 to 80 grams will help get your body fat down. Now that being said, if you don't have the protein, you'll get lighter, but you won't get that firm, defined look. For that matter, you won't even firm up. You'll just stay mushy and fluffy. So protein. And now, okay, we've talked about protein. Just like every other coach or trainer says, you've got to eat more protein. Okay, well, tell me how much. I need to know numbers. I need to know grams. So here's the formula. You can research it all day long. You're going to find out what I'm about to tell you. It's about 1 gram to 1.5 grams of protein per lean body pound. So what that means is you need to know your body fat, and you subtract that percentage from your weight to find your lean mass. So for example, a 200-pound person at 8% body fat, they have about 16 pounds of fat. So that is 184 lean pounds. And if we do an average of 1.3 grams per pound, that means they need 240 grams of protein per day. Almost any piece of flesh or animal is, for 4 ounces, yields about 25 grams of protein, give or take. The fat content can vary, but it's all about 25 grams. So you can do some math. If you have more questions on this, just message me and I can put together some more specific numbers for you individually. Now you can look at it the other way. If you have someone who's 200 pounds still, but 35% body fat, they have 130 lean pounds times 1.3 grams. Like I said, that's a middle road. It's not 1 gram, it's not 1.5. That means they need about 170 grams to see significant firming, the muscles getting harder, consistent strength gains, to see the progress you're looking for. About 170 grams. If you're falling short, what happens, and this is an oversimplified explanation, but let's say you go kill legs one day. Those muscles are beat up, sore, and you don't eat the protein you need. Well, the body just takes some of the proteins it needs from the upper body to heal the legs. And now let's say the next day you go hit arms and chest real hard, and they're beat up. So now the body, and you don't eat the protein. So now the body takes the protein from somewhere else to heal that. You're just shifting the sands of your internal structure, but no real growth or forward progress can occur because you don't have the raw building blocks that come from protein to make that progress occur. So it's kind of like you're just shifting, not really seeing much progress in the long run. That sucks. When all you got to do is make it a point to drink a couple shakes or make it a point to eat an extra couple pieces of chicken or steak a day, that's a no-brainer. And people complain about it all the time, but it's such a simple thing. Just eat that extra piece of steak or chicken or fish or drink a couple shakes. Done deal. Progress. You don't have to complain anymore. You're going to see what you want. Like I said, that's the number one thing. If you're not having an intense strength training regimen, you don't need to worry about your protein like I've just discussed. You can get away with a moderate amount and see really good progress. But if you're in there killing it and hoping to see the progress you want, that protein is what we are physically made out of, and we cannot manufacture it. You can make carbohydrates from breaking down muscles or fat. You can make fat from breaking down carbohydrates or protein. You cannot manufacture protein. We cannot do that at a sufficient level for our bodies to repair and physically move forward in terms of progress. It has to be ingested. If you don't ingest it, you're up a certain creek without a paddle. So fix it. Eat your freaking protein or drink it, whatever. And I tell you what, I would love to hear some great comments and say, man, that really helped, because it will. That is a huge game changer. If I can give anyone one piece of advice besides a good training program, eat your protein in a sufficient quantity. Hope you have a great day. Talk to you soon.